Hi guys, this is Kimmy Yanks and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is the Sunday of the 2024 F1 Belgian Grand Prix and the time right now is about 8:05 in the morning and we are about to head out from our hotel here in Hasselt. In fact, we are checking out today and after the race we'll be driving back straight into Brussels. Wasn't the best of Saturdays, if I had to put it that way. Very gloomy weather. Didn't really get to meet any drivers and yeah, overall I was restricted indoors for most of the day. Thankfully today the weather is really sunny. The sun's out. There's no cloud in the sky, which is good news, and yeah, things should be better from here on until the latter half of the day when the Formula 1 Grand Prix happens. So we've got Charles Leclerc on pole. We've got Carlos Sainz in P7. We've got Checo on the front row again. So a lot of positive things to look forward to. And yeah, it's going to be a good race. A good battle awaits us. We also have Carlos Sainz visiting the Ferrari F1 Club at 10:15 in the morning today. I'm hoping the time does not get changed because in the interim between Carlos Sainz Jr.'s visit and Mr. Frederic Vasseur, who is the team principal of the team, visits, there will be a gap of about an hour and a half, and that should be enough for me to go down to the fan village or the fan zone and show you guys all that is there on display and on offer in the fan zone. So yeah, looking forward to it. Anyways guys, it's now time to head out and show you more from all that unfolds today on a Sunday at the 2024 F1 Belgian Grand Prix. Good morning from the Paddock Club parking. The time right now is about 10:05. I'm still 10 minutes away from the Paddock Club, and Carlos Sainz is supposed to come here to the Ferrari F1 Club at 10:15, so it's going to be really cut to cut. There was a fair bit of traffic on the way in, and at the same time I've had to park really further away from the shuttle point. So I think the best way forward now is to just take the tunnel from under La Source and make my way up into the Paddock Club on the other side of the tunnel. Good morning from the Paddock Club. As you can see, glorious views, glorious sunshine, clear skies. The sky is as blue as it can be. No rain clouds in the air, and this is the Ferrari F1 Club. The seats are slowly filling up, and yeah, we just got done with the F2 feature race. You can see the celebrations happening there in the background, and yeah, Isaac Hadjar got the better of Gabriel Bartoletto and Jack Crawford in the race. Yeah, I actually missed out on meeting Carlos Sainz, who any which way was not interested in obliging any fans with photographs or autographs. I missed a part of his interview, all thanks to the traffic in and out. I do have some time to me, just around an hour, so I'm going to chance my arm and go down to the fan zone and see how much I can cover from there on. So guys, I'm outside the Paddock Club entrance now. I'm actually waiting for the Paddock Club shuttle to come in. I'll check with them if they can ferry me down to the fan zone. It'll save a lot of time and help me get in and out of the fan zone a lot quicker. Welcome to the fan zone, and you can see how big this area is. Humongous actually. And we actually even have stands here for viewing into the run up to Radion, and this is where the fan zone begins. We have the sim racing simulators here on the left hand side, followed by merchandising stores for practically every team that you can think of. So you even got stuff for the Haas F1 cars, Haas F1 team, the Aramco Aston Martin Formula 1 team, McLaren, the F1 store. They also have an outlet for selling the audio commentary devices. It's really cool to see the top drivers from the weekend racing against each other in this sim racing competition at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. And here we have some more merchandising outlets. This is really interesting because now you have live radio commentary along with earplug protection as well. And this is actually powered by Alpine, which is really interesting to see. Of course, Formula 1 is not as loud as it used to be in the yesteryears with the V12s and the V10s and the V8s. But then there are still some younger fans who need that kind of protection. So we've got this really big Ferris wheel here, one of the star attractions of the fan zone here. You can see people lining up already. We've got some food stations here, serving up some delicacies for the fans. All of these actually have a coins based system, so you buy coins, it's like a top up, and then you just pass those coins ahead to the counters to order whatever food you need. Now that is the fan zone stage. On the far side there, F1 show car. This of course is all an initiative by the FIA and Formula 1 to go net zero by 2030 using sustainable fuels as fuel for the racing series. And further on we've got this this is another exit that this goes towards La Source. So if I were to walk back, this is one of the other exits that I can use to go back to the Paddock Club. And yeah, you've got more food stations here. And then some merchandising outlets on the far side there. I'm actually going to be going down that side to see which other teams have their merchandising on sale. You can actually see the Porsches now negotiating the Radion curve there on the far side. Looks absolutely stunning. That is the fan zone stage, where all the drivers come to meet the fans for interviews. And now the DJ is playing tunes, of course, because there won't be any more appearances this weekend. Very loud. And here you still have this F1 blast lane. I do not know what that is all about. Probably something new. A new interactive station for the fans. So there are things that are new to me as well. And yeah, some more food stations, Ferris wheel. It's a very, very expansive and very big fan zone here, which makes it really worth it. This is what sets Spa apart from the rest of the races. That of course is the driver's trophy, and you can see a certain Mr. Kimi Raikkonen's name there. So after some shopping for my friends and their requests, I've finally gone around the F1 fan zone, and now I'll try and get back ASAP to the Paddock Club. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss Frederic Vasseur because it's a bit too late now. And but yeah, it is what it is. But yes, what an amazing view of the fan zone here. I love the vibe of this place. I love how good and how passionate the fans are here. That is what I was talking about all along. Why it is important to have Spa on the F1 calendar. I'm just hoping that the contract does get extended after 2025 for this race to continue further on. There is no shuttle to take me back to the Paddock Club, so I'll have to go down the long way, the longer route. practically go through the fan zone, and then it's like a 20-minute walk almost back to the Paddock Club from the fan zone. So yeah, I will get to see a different part of the track from here. It will come out though in the support race paddock, so hopefully, if all goes well, I should be able to meet some of the Formula 2 drivers en route to the Paddock Club. So this walk I remember from the last 2 years as well, because this is how I legged it up and down from the Paddock Club to the fan zone. Lot of cardio work, and one good indication point to get back into the Paddock Club is to look at this tower, and that tower is the Champions Club tower, also overlooking the support race paddock, or what used to be the earlier paddock in the 90s for Formula 1. So yeah, we'll get to go down this area and then into the support race paddock, and then from there into the Paddock Club. I have to walk around this area, and you can see access only for paddock, gold 1 to 7, this silver 1 and VIP. So this is how we'll have to go back in to go to the Paddock Club. So here we have a hairpin turn of our own. It's a hairpin here, and from here we enter the Paddock Club directly. And now it is this tunnel that we are going to take. A fair amount of walking still. We actually have the F1 historic cars going around the track, and at around 1 o'clock we are going to be having the pit lane walk, the only pit lane walk of the day. And now, yeah, it's through this tunnel, another long tunnel. This is right under the run up to Eau Rouge and Radillon. Yeah, Spa is all about walking, and Spa is all about cardio, so you have to be super fit if you want to walk the length of the track. I am back here in the Paddock Club after a very long walk to the fan zone. Unfortunately, I missed out on meeting Frédéric Vasseur, the team principal. Lando Norris and Pierre Gasly too had come upstairs, but yeah, it's always a compromise. You need to give up on something to gain something. So yeah, probably I think I should be shifting my visit to the fan zones on a Friday rather than doing it on a Sunday. But yeah, then there is a lot of activity that happens here on Friday itself. So anyways, now it's time for the pit lane walk of the day, the final pit lane walk of the weekend, and the only pit lane walk of the day. So let's go downstairs and see what other shots and stills we can capture from here. Welcome to the final pit lane walk of the day, and yeah, at around 2 p.m. the cars will be exiting from the pit lane here. The reason I've stayed silent thus far is just to let you guys in on the sights and sounds. At the same time, the drivers are going around the track for the drivers' parade lap. The one reason why you see such a rush right now is because the drivers will now be returning from the drivers' parade lap, and this is the gate that they'll be coming back into the pit lane through, and yeah, some of the guests might try and get selfies with them, which is highly unlikely because in all my past experiences, none of the drivers really are open to stopping by during this period. See the Ferrari Mechanics warming up now. This is, of course, preparation for the race that's going to happen soon. Yeah, using some resistance bands to open up those muscles and get ready. It's now time for the pit stop practice for Ferrari, and you can see the mechanics now in their fire suits. The safeties are on because now this is proper pit stop practice in Grand Prix mode.
Sorry, pardon, excuse-moi. Thank you.
So that's the pit lane walk done and dusted, and now it's time to head back upstairs, get yourself a vantage point for the race, charge up those batteries, and then watch Formula One at one of the most famous tracks and the most iconic tracks on the calendar. So guys, the pit lane light has gone green, and the drivers are now coming out of the garages for the start of their sighting laps, which basically is doing a systems check, if I can put it that way, just to ensure everything is in order and there are no anomalies on the telemetry that the pit wall might come across. And yeah, just trying to get back into the rhythm, trying to get a hang of how the circuit feels, how the tires feel under them. These sighting laps are very important for Formula One because if there are any breakdowns that might happen, the teams will be quick to address them ASAP. So yeah, the drivers will do about 3 to 4 laps of sighting laps, then they'll make it back to their grid. They'll make it to the end of the pit lane, the start finish straight there, and then from there they'll be wheeled to their grid slot. So you can see the teams going across. That's the Mercedes, the McLarens, Lando Norris. He is one of the favorites to definitely get on the podium. Some are even vouching for him to win the race, but I still think Max Verstappen, with his fresh engine, with almost 0 mileage on it, is the favorite. So now you can see some of the cars being wheeled into the grid slots. So both the Mercedes there, you already have Alpine. That's the second Alpine there, and then you've got McLaren and Kick Sauber, the Aston Martins. Cars being wheeled into the grid slots slowly. Once they are in the grid slots, you'll see the drivers come out of the seats. The engineers cool everything down, do the final systems check until the start of the Formula 1 Grand Prix. We can actually see the illuminated signboards as well now, displaying the names of the drivers corresponding to their grid slots. And things are going to get feisty from here on. This is the session that matters. This is the showstopper event. Everything else is forgotten. It's a Sunday. That's all to play for. The points up for grabs. Will it be Charles Leclerc who survives the onslaught of the cars behind him? Or will it be Checo Perez who finally comes good in that second Red Bull and consolidates his hold on that second seat at Red Bull? Will we see the McLarens have a say with their superior race pace, or will we see the Dutch Lion and the reigning world champion Max Verstappen come out on top after 45 laps or 44 laps of Belgian Grand Prix? So guys, that is the podium ceremony done and dusted, and it's now time to walk back to the Paddock Club, and yeah, what a crazy race. Who would have thought of a Mercedes 1-2? A big result for Mercedes. George Russell, strategy masterclass, and Lewis, of course, getting the job done on the track against Charles Leclerc, which wasn't the most ideal thing for Ferrari, but yeah, Ferrari were always. It was a competition between Mercedes, McLaren, and the Red Bulls. The Red Bulls, of course, not the result that I would have hoped for with a new engine for Max Verstappen, but that's how things sometimes can be. So that is the scene from the Paddock Club. You can still see some of the fans trying to get glimpses of their favorite drivers or their teams. Unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye to everyone. Really passionate fans. Miss seeing them. And that is the end of the Belgian Grand Prix. And now it's time to go downstairs to the paddock. So we say goodbye to the Paddock Club and the paddock here at Circuit the Spa-Francorchamps. It's been quite a productive day. The Sunday evening was able to meet a lot of drivers, and yeah, now it's time to head back to Brussels from here. The time right now is about 7:30. George Russell has been disqualified from the race due to a weight infringement. He's been found to be underweight, so the car plus driver, the overall weight was underweight compared to the regulations. So he's been disqualified. So Lewis Hamilton has inherited the win. Oscar is promoted to P2 and Charles is now P3. So really happy for Charles. Yeah, and now we are making the long walk back to the Paddock Club entrance, and then from there under the tunnel from La Source back to the Paddock Club parking, and then from there to Brussels. We are driving back from Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps to Brussels, and absolutely stunning views through the countryside. Yeah, this is Spa and the wilderness and the adjoining areas for you. But yeah, so beautiful. Kind of reminds us of our time in Black Forest. So yeah, it's going to be about a 2-hour drive, and then I'll sum up the day and the weekend once I reach my friend's place in Brussels. And here I am. Before I do head to bed, I just wanted to sum up the day and the entire weekend. Well, first up, a big shout out to the folks at Scuderia Ferrari F1 Team. And my friends who have given us a very memorable F1 weekend here at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, at the Belgian Grand Prix, of course. And yeah, what a good strategic race it was for the fans to watch. Not so much of overtaking on track, although Spa is known for its overtaking opportunities. But I guess the moment the cars came into the dirty air of the car in front, it kind of unsettled almost all cars for prolonged periods, and overtakes were very tough to come by. From the results perspective, of course, you got a feel for George Russell, who put in such a fine performance to win the race, but then the weight irregularity has disqualified him from the result altogether. Lewis Hamilton was P1, Oscar Piastri P2, Charles Leclerc ended up on the podium with P3 from the revised results that we got to know. And yeah, I mean, I'm really happy for Charles, because he was, of course, on pole, put in a stellar lap yesterday out of nowhere. and yeah, a podium finish was a good result for his efforts. Well, we now have the summer break, and the teams and the F1 personnel now go out for their holidays, for some downtime, and then they come back again to Zandvoort for the Dutch GP. It's been a hectic 3 days. Thankfully, I did get some time in the paddock. The camp security guys unfortunately cleared us out in less than an hour. So, was able to say hello to a few people, had a great conversation with Mr. McDowan, my first motorsports hero. And yeah, it was good to meet some old friends and also introduce my friend to them, in the paddock. It was his first experience there, so it was nice to take him around, explain to him how the paddock layout is, the engineering trucks, the motorhomes, and the hospitality. A lot of running around because I needed to go and show you guys the fan zone. I hope you guys have enjoyed my coverage of this weekend. I've really had a memorable time here. Loved every minute of it, cherished every minute of it. Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps is obviously my favorite track on the calendar, and yeah, just happy to have had this blessing and opportunity to be here again. I still have a week left for my European holiday to end, so looking forward to my time in Oslo, in Norway, my first trip to Scandinavia. But at the same time, also looking forward to getting back home and publishing this video for you guys to watch. Well, I'll be leaving the links to my other social media handles in the description below, like I always do. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Take care, guys. I wish you all a restful, refreshing, and enjoyable summer break. This is Kimmy Yanks signing off. Take care, guys, and see you again sometime down the line.